What do you think of my latest design? It is made out of reptiled orange vinyl, inside lining in satin with details. As you can see, very soft, elastic. It's for New York's resident VJ Anna Benedetto, and the subject today is New York City. It is actually, it's about my favorite website, one of my favorite top websites in the world of fashion, in the world, just period. One of my favorite top fashion websites is CNN, Vogue, the New York Times, the Los Angeles Times, and the BBC News, which is what I've been clicking on for years and years. Since the internet started, I've been clicking on those websites. I've been a fan of the New York Times, but I'm not sure I will be one of your fans anymore. How dare you charge $20 a month just to see the articles on fashion? That is basically killing the New York Times. It's killing the New York fashion scene. Because guess what? Nobody's going to be clicking your articles on fashion. It is true that one of my favorites is Bill Cunningham. Bill Cunningham, who started making videos on fashion, the streets fashion, fashion street fashion, whatever it is that you want to call it. I'm just so upset over this new. I feel like I'm in school and I have to pay a tuition to be informed of what fashion is giving me, what fashion is all about. People all over the world will not be able to read about fashion. Well, wouldn't it be fabulous if Netflix, who only charges $9.99 to watch any movie you want to watch 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, had a channel that was just for fashion? That's how upsetting I am that I have to now delete the New York Times from my 5 favorites, including on my phone. On my phone, I have the New York Times as my top favorite. I have Facebook, LA Times, New York Times, CNN, and Google on my phone. I have to delete it now, and I have to add another website that is gonna be for free, which I don't know who's. Give me some names, give me some titles, give me some links. People comment, subscribe, and rate. Give me some ideas where to find the next fashion articles of the 21st century millennium. I will go on strike and I will make videos against the New York Times if they do not give me my free subscriptions, because I've been a loyal fan of the New York Times since I was a teenager. I demand an explanation. Not everybody has $20 a month. What about the people in Thailand? What about the people in India? $20 is a lot of money, folks. $20 in pesos is $1,000,000 pesos. People do not have $20 in Mexico City to read the articles on fashion, on the latest creations. It's very upsetting. Where is Marc Jacobs? Why isn't Marc Jacobs saying something to the people at the New York Times that the people who go to FIT cannot subscribe, cannot read the articles anymore? So who is reading these articles on John Galliano, my favorite designers, Gaultier? Why aren't they speaking out? Because they have money? Yeah, but what about the students? What about the people who want to learn about fashion? What about the people who want to read about fashion? That's what I'm saying. I'm going to make the biggest strike the world has ever seen in a newspaper. And guess what? It's freedom of speech. Well, I guess the New York Times has acted on their freedom of tuition. They're gonna charge us folks to read the very few articles that are worthy of reading on fashion. And I guess Bill Cunningham might have to be looking for another job pretty soon, or at least Bill Cunningham can open his YouTube account so we can actually see his fashion videos for free. And there, folks, I have said, Medavog has spoken. The world of Medavog will not be able to talk and comment on his favorite fashion designers anymore. Actually, you can subscribe to my YouTube account and you can read about what's going on in the world of fashion, art, and music, because I have a voice and it's free. So, I will not give you this because you don't deserve it, because you've been in this world longer than me and you know better, New York Times. Yeah, you know better than to charge $20 for us folks who cannot. I'm speaking for the world in general who does not have $20 to pay monthly fees to watch, to read your articles, to watch your videos on fashion. I'll just go back to CNN. Yeah. Or should I just say that I'd rather invest $20 on a book on fashion? Yeah, I think I'd rather invest $20 a month on a book and I'll just continue my library of fashion. It's very upsetting, extremely upsetting. But guess what? Maybe my library will become bigger. My fashion library will become bigger. Halston, Yves Saint Laurent, Galliano, Rudy Gehrig, Mueller, Ossie Clark, Chanel, Versace, Johnny, where are you? I have all your catalogs, all your books on fashion. I have even Andy Warhol. I have Marilyn Monroe. I mean, the world of fashion is not going to be the same. You know who inspired me? Who inspires me the most when I write about fashion, when I criticize fashion, when I watch fashion? One of my favorite fashion designers, icons in the world of fashion is Mr. Jean-Paul Gaultier. He has a place in my heart. Gaultier, he will always live forever in my heart as Gabrielle Chanel, who adorns the walls in my studio. This is the last print of the last American Vogue that was issued in 1939 before the fall of France. This is Chanel's last collection, the Tricolor collection, and I own it. Yes. I don't have to go online on New York Times to tell me what I have to read, because guess what? I'll just go to Vogue.com. And inspired by all the magazines in the world, all the fashion magazines, I've decided to create this stunning work of art made out of fashion magazines that I can probably just go online and read for free. It's all about fashion. It should be free. Why should we pay? Why should we pay? Really? $20? $20? $20. Come on. With $20, I'll buy a book on a century of bags, and maybe it'll be on sale. The book will be on sale. The book that will tell me the 100 years on American, European, Japanese handbags. Maybe I'll learn something from those $20 when I buy that book on vintage collecting of handbags. And maybe that book will be on sale for $15, so I'll have $5 extra. So I'll be able to go to the thrift store and buy that handbag that pushy handbag, that Emilio pushy handbag, that book told me that it was worth $1,000, and I'll purchase it for 50 cents. And therefore, I'll make $1,000, and then I'll be able to afford the New York Times best publishing magazine website in the world. That's how upset I am.